And we're waiting for Instagram. Is it going live? Here we go. And we're live everywhere now.
Oh my God. I love these whole like we're gonna jump on for a few minutes and talk about stuff, and maybe someone might say something in the comments, or you
Yeah.
never know. Um,
Yeah.
and I currently don't even know how to look at the comments, but that's okay.
Well, it sounds like we
Oh, there
both
they are.
sort of just woke up.
Yeah. Well, it's an early morning here in California. I'm
This
using
is
my
early.
low voice. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Hopefully everyone who can hear me is healthy and safe for the time being. And
There's a lot of people who think 8:30 in the morning, you calling that early is really weak.
I don't worry about what other people think anymore.
All right, good. I'm
Yeah,
happy to hear that.
yeah. Um,
You're
it's
wearing
early,
your Endor Brown t-shirt, I see.
and or brown.
Yeah.
It seems more khaki greenish to me, but um,
Uh,
I, I don't know. And you've got some
I'm
fall
loving your
colors on too.
I'm loving your deep God morning voice.
Yeah, because my partner's sleeping in the other room, and so I'm trying to not be. That's why it's early, right? Because they're sleeping. It's still early. That's how I judge time.
All right. By your partner. Your partner's sleep habits.
You know, it's one of the successful traits of a um, maladaptive male. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, last night I went to something called the
Oh, yeah.
living room in Santa
Right.
Rosa,
Yeah.
and that was hosted by a guy named Mr. Boom, which stands for Beautiful Memories. No, Beautiful Moments Making New Memories. BMMNMM. And Mr. And he's amazing wordsmith, and he started the event by the theme of the event was villains, and he talked about how the definition of villains arises out of Europe in during the feudal era, and what it meant was people who were farmhands,
Hmm.
people outside the castle, and so they were considered villains by the elite class because, if they ate some crops that belonged to the king, even though they were starving, they were villains,
Or
right? They were
shot the
taking this,
deer in the forest. Yeah.
right. So
Wow.
it was interesting but he did that in a really dramatic spoken word style. And so he used his voice in really amazing ways. He would get really super loud villains, and then he would say, "Oh, and there's a whisper." And then this woman who does, I don't know, performance dance, I guess is the best way to put it. She was doing all of these motions that mirrored the tone and the intensity of what he was doing. So she would shrink down, she would stand up, they moved at like opposites, almost like yin and yang throughout the room. It was
Oh,
really entertaining and really interesting. And I also did a short spoken word freestyle,
right. Yeah.
which was fun. And it was Halloween, so we dressed up, and there were other performers that were really amazing, like really, really amazing. A woman from Sacramento named, oh, their names are escaping me. I haven't had my morning
Katiani.
coffee.
She was boom, 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 boom.
No, that wasn't her name. Don't make fun of Mr. Boom. He's too cool to make fun of. Um,
I'm sure he
oh,
could take it.
is a spacewalker.
That was her name.
Yeah, she's amazing.
All right.
So she had her book of poetry, and it was a like choose your own adventure book of poetry. So it was a published book, and she brought it up, and she said, "All right, pick a number," and we all picked a number in different orders, and so the poem shifted in this
That's
really cool
very
way.
cool.
It was really cool, and she also then did a looper, so she did like beatboxing, and then so really entertaining, really deep cultural connection because she she and everyone there is really, they are all people of color, and they're 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 deeply connected to this idea of the power of the word. Um, and that was on top of an interview that Greg and I did yesterday, um, with Alice Fraser,
Yeah.
and that's going to come up in about 10 days. If you guys haven't seen that, man, wait till you see this. It was really fun. So, how about you? What's been going on for you, Greg?
Well, my biology's been whacked, so like I'm in sort of sore muscle pain a lot, and my hands are on fire, and I'm involved with a musical at College of Marin, so that's pushing me way out of my comfort zone. I need to start practicing singing. I keep on coming up with wonderful excuses not to. I need to throw those excuses out the window because I have a responsibility to people who have asked me to be a part of the show. And
Yeah,
yeah,
you could sing your stress away.
yeah, exactly. It's interesting because this one doctor I went to Friday and Monday, who's a Chinese medicine practitioner, said, I've got a cold and it's in the muscle tissue. And when I first heard that, I was like, oh, that's weird. I've never heard that before. Then I thought, well, colds don't just reside in our body in sort of the quantum space, they're in our body. So, of course, it seems logical a cold could be in muscles. Anyway,
So he's given you some tinctures and herbs to work with and stuff.
some herbs. Yeah.
Well, then I I'm so sorry you're experiencing discomfort and the disease process, the process of those symptomatic things you talked about. That's actually your body processing and getting rid of all this stuff. So I hope that abates soon. I hope that ends up soon.
Thanks.
Um,
This thing you went to last night, though, man, that sounds amazing.
it really was. Mr.
What,
Bump is Mr. Bump is the thing, man.
is he going to be doing more? Maybe we should
Yeah,
have him on again.
I
We've had
think you're
him on
right.
twice, right?
Yeah. He's also he's putting on an event on November 21st at in Forestville, California. Um, the Forestville Club, it's called, and it's called Music is the Mixer, and uh, Spacewalker will be there,
And
and a bunch of
isn't
other
Shark Tank?
people, and then my band Sharkbait is the gonna play last and take us home for the night, and
Wow, nice.
all the events starts at 7 p.m. on Friday, November 21st. And come on out if you're in the area, and if you're not, fly in. It's going to be a while. It'll be. I sort of suspect it'll be like that one Blues Brothers show they did, but except for no chicken wire,
Yeah.
which is not a slight to the folks of Forestville. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm charged up, and I'm. This is kind of a left turn for anybody who's listening. Hold on to your hat. I just heard via the internet that the Republican Speaker of the House has said that the government will not reopen until January.
Wow. Hey, by the way, Bernie Sanders is on Tim Dillon's podcast, and it is a very wise
Yeah.
political conversation.
Um, I just want to say I'm deeply saddened and frustrated with the current Speaker of the House for what he's doing and for that decision. And then also, my heart goes out to the people in the Caribbean who are currently experiencing the results of a hurricane.
Did it
Jamaica,
hit?
yeah, Jamaica was hit yesterday
Wow.
really badly, and it's moving on to Eastern Cuba or no, Western Cuba, excuse me. And yeah, there's just the idea that somehow the Republicans think that closing the people's house of government and not being willing to open it up at all is a good idea. It just feels terrible in my body. I feel this pit in my stomach and this bubble of anger in my throat.
Well, when do they go on recess normally, anyways?
Like for a week at Christmas.
Are you sure? I thought it
Yeah,
was like four
no,
weeks.
no.
Really?
They do this thing around Thanksgiving if they get their work done, right? But
Right.
we currently don't have a budget, and 40 million people are about to lose their food stamps, and it's just
Yeah, and
awful.
healthcare, like I've
It's awful,
yeah.
and it's like the king wants to punish the peasants, right? Well, he wants to make villains.
Well, that's this conversation with Bernie Sanders. Bernie just came out with a book called something like "Stop the Oligarchy" or something of
Mhm.
that nature, and so that's why he's on Tim's show. But what was fascinating is Tim really proves to be a very well-read and intelligent person when it comes to this political thing. And a lot of people may know him as a acerbic comic, and I think he's funny. Many people probably don't. Anyway,
That makes sense to me.
but the conversation was really like, and it's just about an hour, but yeah, I'd say like part of what you're talking about in these times we're living in, it's so rare to hear an intelligent conversation about politics in the political realm. And it was so refreshing yesterday to listen to that.
Yeah. I what's the name again?
Tim Dillon,
Okay.
and I saw it on YouTube, but his podcast, I'm sure, is everywhere.
Maybe that'll help calm my blood pressure.
It might, because it really was brilliant.
Well, also tonight is the meeting of my debate group called Conscious Conversations, and
Oh, that's funny.
we are a group of men that get together. We were talking last week. We're like, we're a group of men, but anybody can come. Um, and we are talking about how to begin to have conversations so that Republicans and Democrats are not sitting on opposite sides of the ring, as it were, getting ready to come back in for more fighting. We want to come back in and have conversations and heal this stuff. And so I'm giving a presentation there tonight about what the Democratic 30-year plan needs to look like, because the current events that are occurring are the result of 30 years plus of planning and social engineering by the Republican Party. And so to get out of this mess, and restore balance to the force, we're going to need a long-term plan. Well, I want to thank our audience for tuning in. Feel free to comment
Audience.
if you want. And other than that, it's whatever level of suffering you're experiencing. You can. Oh, we need to restore balance to the forest. Yes, thank you. I started to see you. It starts internally. Like, take good care of yourselves, because that's the most powerful way to start to be powerful in the world. So, eat your vegetables, children.
So on that note, let's end with this prayer. I'm stupid and contagious. Here I am now. Entertain us.
Okay.